Listen carefully, because this message is not an accident. You did not arrive here by chance. Before this moment began, I already knew you would be here. Before your eyes opened to these words, I had already prepared this encounter. I know what weighs upon your heart. I know the battles you have not spoken about. I know the pain you hide behind your smile. I know the fears that visit you when nobody else is around. And today, I want you to hear my voice above every other voice. I am your God, and I have not forgotten you. Many times you have asked me why the answers seem delayed. Many times you have wondered if your prayers have reached heaven. Many times you have looked at your situation and thought nothing was changing. Yet I tell you now, what you cannot see is not the same as what I am doing. My work often begins long before human eyes can recognize it. My hand moves in places your understanding cannot reach. You have measured progress by visible results, but I measure progress by the transformation taking place within you. While you have been waiting for circumstances to change, I have been strengthening your faith. While you have been asking for immediate solutions, I have been building endurance inside your spirit. While you have been searching for signs, I have been teaching you how to trust my presence. Do not confuse silence with absence. I have been with you through every difficult night. I have been beside you during every tear. I have listened to every prayer whispered through exhaustion. I have counted every moment when you felt like giving up, but chose to continue. Nothing about your journey has escaped my attention. Today I want you to release the burden of carrying everything alone. You were never created to bear every weight by yourself. You were never designed to solve every problem through your own strength. The pressure you feel is often the result of trying to carry responsibilities that belong to me. Lay them down. Bring them into my hands. Trust me with the things you cannot control. There are wounds inside you that people do not see. There are disappointments that still affect the way you think. There are words spoken over your life that continue to echo in your mind. But I am able to heal what others cannot reach. I am able to restore what circumstances have damaged. I am able to rebuild what fear has weakened. Stop speaking defeat over your future. Your future is not determined by your past failures. Your future is not controlled by the opinions of others. Your future is not limited by what happened yesterday. I am the God who creates new beginnings. I am the God who opens doors no one can close. I am the God who turns seasons of pain into testimonies of victory. My child, there is more ahead of you than behind you. The enemy wants you focused on everything that went wrong. I want you focused on what I am preparing. The enemy wants you trapped in regret. I want you walking in expectation. The enemy wants you to believe your best days are over. I want you to understand that my plans for you are still unfolding. Begin to thank me before you see the answer. Gratitude opens your heart to recognize my work. Gratitude shifts your attention away from fear and toward faith. Gratitude reminds you that I have been faithful before, and I will remain faithful again. Some of you listening right now need healing. Some need restoration in relationships. Some need financial breakthrough. Some need peace in your mind. Some need direction for the future. Whatever your need may be, remember this truth. Nothing is impossible for me. Do not allow discouragement to become your permanent residence. You may visit discouragement, but do not live there. You may experience moments of weakness, but do not build your identity around them. You belong to me. Your story is still being written. The chapter you are in now is not the final chapter. Continue praying, continue believing, continue trusting, continue moving forward. Even small steps taken in faith have great value in my eyes. And as you continue walking with me, you will discover that I am not only changing your circumstances, I am changing you. I am making you stronger, wiser, more compassionate, and more prepared for the blessings ahead. If this message is speaking directly to your heart, type "Yes, Lord" in the comments as your declaration of faith. And if these words have encouraged you today, take a moment to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and share this message with someone who needs hope. Your simple action may help another person hear the encouragement they have been praying for. If you feel blessed by these messages and would like to support this ministry so more lives can be reached with God's Word, you can use the support link provided below. Every act of support helps spread hope, faith, healing, and encouragement to people around the world. Stay with me until the end of this journey. The messages ahead will help you walk in greater peace, stronger faith, deeper healing, and lasting confidence in my promises. What I am about to teach you can transform the way you live every day. I am your God. I am with you. I am working, and I will not fail you. Listen to me carefully today, because many of you have been carrying burdens that I never asked you to carry. You have been carrying tomorrow's worries while still trying to survive today's challenges. You have been carrying fears about situations that have not even happened. You have been carrying questions that do not yet have answers, and little by little, those burdens have stolen your peace. But today I am calling you back to a place of rest. I did not create you to live in constant anxiety. I did not create you to spend your days expecting disaster. I did not create you to wake up every morning wondering what might go wrong. I created you to walk with me. I created you to trust me. I created you to experience my peace even when circumstances around you remain uncertain. Many people think peace comes when every problem disappears. But my peace works differently. My peace can exist in the middle of the storm. My peace can remain steady when everything around you feels unstable. My peace is not dependent upon perfect circumstances. My peace comes from my presence. You have spent too much time listening to fear. Fear has told you that you are not strong enough. Fear has told you that things will never change. Fear has told you that your mistakes are too great. Fear has told you that your future is uncertain. Fear has told you that you are alone. But fear has never spoken for me. I speak hope where fear speaks despair. I speak life where fear predicts failure. I speak confidence where fear creates doubt. I speak peace where fear creates confusion. Today I want you to understand something important. Fear grows when you focus on what you cannot control. Faith grows when you focus on who controls all things. Every day you face a choice. You can meditate on your problems, or you can meditate on my promises. You can spend hours imagining worst-case scenarios, or you can spend time remembering my faithfulness. The direction of your thoughts often determines the direction of your peace. Some of you have become exhausted because your minds never stop racing. Even when your body rests, your thoughts continue working. You replay conversations. You analyze situations. You imagine outcomes. You worry about possibilities. And because of this, your spirit feels tired. Come to me. Bring those thoughts to me. Bring those fears to me. Bring those questions to me. You do not have to carry them alone. I know the future better than you know the present. Nothing surprises me. Nothing catches me off guard. Nothing arrives without my knowledge. The situation that worries you today is already known by me. The challenge that seems impossible to you is already under my authority. Trust me enough to release control. Some of your greatest stress comes from trying to control outcomes that belong in my hands. You want certainty before moving forward. You want answers before taking the next step. You want guarantees before trusting me. But faith often requires movement before understanding. I am asking you to trust my character even when you do not understand my timing. Remember all the times I have carried you before. Remember the prayers I have already answered. Remember the doors I have already opened. Remember the battles I have already brought you through. The same God who helped you then is helping you now. The same God who protected you before is protecting you today. The same God who provided in the past is still your provider. Do not let temporary circumstances convince you that my faithfulness has changed. It has not, and it never will. There are blessings ahead that you cannot yet see. There are opportunities being prepared that you do not yet recognize. There are answers already moving toward you. While you have been worrying about what might happen, I have been working on what will happen. That is why I want you to stop allowing fear to dominate your thoughts. Instead, begin each day with gratitude. Thank me for life. Thank me for strength. Thank me for protection. Thank me for opportunities. Thank me for the blessings you can see and the blessings still on their way. A grateful heart creates room for peace. A trusting heart creates room for joy. A faithful heart creates room for miracles. Do not allow negative voices to shape your identity. There will always be people who doubt you. There will always be people who misunderstand you. There will always be people who focus on your weaknesses. But I see more than your weaknesses. I see your potential. I see your growth. I see the person I created you to become. You are not defined by your worst day. You are not defined by your failures. You are not defined by your fears. You are defined by my love. My child, I want you to start expecting good things again. Hope again. Dream again. Pray again. Believe again. The enemy wants you to lower your expectations. I want you to raise your faith. There is still purpose in your life. There is still work for you to do. There are still people you will encourage. There are still victories you will experience. There are still testimonies you will share. Do not give up because the journey has been difficult. The fact that you are still here is evidence that my hand has been sustaining you. The fact that you are still moving forward is evidence that my strength is working within you. The fact that you are listening to this message right now is evidence that I am not finished with your story. So today, release your fears, release your worries, release your doubts, release your need to control everything, and receive my peace, receive my comfort, receive my strength, receive my assurance. For I am with you, and I will continue leading you one step at a time. If this message has touched your heart, type "I receive your peace" in the comments as an act of faith. And stay until the end of this series, because each message is designed to help you grow stronger spiritually, think more clearly, overcome fear, and walk confidently in the purpose I have prepared for your life. What you learn here can help transform not only your faith, but also your daily decisions, relationships, and future. I am your refuge. I am your strength. I am your peace. And I am holding you even now. Listen closely, because this message is for the person who has been waiting longer than expected. It is for the person who has prayed the same prayer more times than they can count. It is for the person who has smiled in front of others while carrying hidden pain inside. It is for the person who has almost convinced themselves that nothing will ever change. Today, I want you to hear me clearly. I have not forgotten your situation. I have not ignored your prayers. I have not overlooked your tears. I have not abandoned your future. What seems delayed to you is not forgotten by me. There are seasons when healing happens suddenly. There are seasons when restoration unfolds little by little, but never mistake a slow process for my absence. Never mistake waiting for rejection. Never mistake silence for abandonment. I am working even when you cannot see evidence of my work. Many of you are asking for physical healing. Others are asking for emotional healing. Some are carrying wounds from betrayal. Some are carrying scars from disappointment. Some are exhausted from battles that seem never-ending. Some are struggling with fear, anxiety, and discouragement. But I am the God who heals completely. I do not only address what is visible, I also heal what is hidden. People often focus on symptoms, but I focus on roots. People see the outward struggle, but I see the deeper cause. People notice what is broken on the surface, but I know every place within you that needs restoration. That is why I ask you to trust my process. Some healing begins in the heart before it appears in circumstances. Some healing begins in your thinking before it appears in your actions. Some healing begins in your faith before it appears in your situation. You have been asking me to change things around you, and sometimes I begin by changing things within you. Do not resist that work. The transformation taking place inside your spirit is preparing you for blessings that require greater strength, greater wisdom, and greater trust. There are habits I am helping you release. There are fears I am teaching you to overcome. There are lies I am replacing with truth. There are burdens I am helping you put down. Every step matters. Every lesson matters. Every moment matters. Nothing is wasted in my hands. Some of you have become discouraged because the progress feels slow. You compare your journey to someone else's journey. You compare your answers to someone else's answers. You compare your timing to someone else's timing. Stop comparing. I am writing a unique story through your life. The way I work in another person's life may not be the way I work in yours. Their timing is not your timing. Their assignment is not your assignment. Their path is not your path. Keep your eyes on me. When you focus too much on other people, you lose sight of what I am doing in your own life. Today, I want you to release disappointment. Disappointment has been sitting in places where faith should be growing. You have allowed past setbacks to shape your expectations for the future. You have allowed previous failures to influence your current faith. You have allowed old pain to create new fears. But I am calling you higher. Do not expect tomorrow to repeat yesterday. Do not assume the future must look like the past. I am capable of creating outcomes that exceed your imagination. I am capable of opening doors you never expected. I am capable of restoring opportunities that seemed permanently lost. I am capable of healing relationships that appeared beyond repair. I am capable of strengthening areas of your life that seem weak today. Nothing is beyond my reach. Nothing is beyond my authority. Nothing is beyond my power. My child, there are things you have stopped praying about because you became tired of waiting. There are dreams you quietly placed on a shelf. There are desires you buried beneath disappointment. There are hopes you no longer speak aloud. But I see every one of them. I know what matters to your heart. I know what you long for. I know what you need. And I know exactly when and how to respond. Do not let weariness silence your faith. Continue believing. Continue trusting. Continue seeking me. Continue moving forward one day at a time. You do not need to have all the answers today. You only need enough faith for the step directly in front of you. I never asked you to carry the entire future. I only asked you to walk with me through the present. And as you continue walking with me, you will discover something powerful. The things that once controlled you will begin losing their influence. Fear will lose its grip. Doubt will lose its authority. Discouragement will lose its power. Shame will lose its voice. The more time you spend in my presence, the weaker those chains become. That is why I want you to remain close to me. Not only when life feels difficult, not only when you need something, not only when you are searching for answers. Stay close to me every day. Let my words shape your thinking. Let my truth guide your decisions. Let my peace govern your heart. Let my wisdom direct your steps. The closer you walk with me, the stronger you become. The stronger you become, the more clearly you recognize my hand at work. And the more clearly you recognize my hand at work, the greater your confidence becomes. Today I declare that your story is not finished. Your healing is not finished. Your restoration is not finished. Your growth is not finished. Your purpose is not finished. There is more ahead. There is greater peace ahead. There is greater strength ahead. There is greater wisdom ahead. There is greater joy ahead. Do not judge your future by your current struggle. Judge your future by my promises. For my promises remain true even when circumstances appear uncertain. If this message speaks to your heart today, type "God is healing me" in the comments as a declaration of faith. And continue watching until the end of this journey. Each message is building a stronger foundation for your spiritual life, helping you overcome fear, strengthen your faith, develop wisdom, and walk confidently through every season. The principles you learn here are not meant only to inspire you for a moment. They are meant to guide your daily life and help you become the person I created you to be. I am restoring. I am strengthening. I am healing. And I am not finished with you yet. Listen carefully, because many of you have become focused on the size of the battle instead of the greatness of the God who is fighting for you. You have looked at your challenges so long that they now appear larger than your faith. You have studied your problems so closely that you have forgotten my promises. You have measured your future according to your obstacles instead of according to my power. Today I am calling you to change your focus. The battle may be real, but so is my power. The challenge may be difficult, but so is my ability to overcome it. The mountain may seem high, but I am still higher. The storm may appear strong, but I remain stronger. There is nothing happening in your life that is beyond my authority. Nothing. Not the problem that keeps you awake at night. Not the situation that causes anxiety. Not the financial pressure that concerns you. Not the relationship that appears broken. Not the sickness that seems persistent. Not the fear that continues trying to return. I remain Lord over all of it. Many of you have spent so much time asking, "How will this work out?" that you have forgotten to ask, "What is God teaching me through this season?" Every season has a purpose, even difficult seasons, even painful seasons, even confusing seasons. I do not create suffering, but I know how to bring purpose from every circumstance. I know how to create growth where there was struggle. I know how to develop strength where there was weakness. I know how to produce wisdom where there was confusion. Some of the strongest people you admire today were shaped during difficult seasons. Some of the greatest testimonies were born from painful battles. Some of the deepest faith was developed during seasons of waiting. Do not despise the process. I know it is uncomfortable. I know it requires patience. I know it stretches your faith. But I am using this season to prepare you for what comes next. You are becoming stronger than you realize. You are becoming wiser than you realize. You are becoming more resilient than you realize. You are learning lessons that will help you for the rest of your life. The enemy wants you to see only what is wrong. I want you to recognize what is growing. The enemy wants you focused on your limitations. I want you focused on my possibilities. The enemy wants you trapped in fear. I want you walking in faith. The enemy wants you exhausted. I want you strengthened. The enemy wants you to quit. I want you to continue. Because victory often belongs to those who refuse to stop trusting. Some of you are standing in the middle of battles that have lasted longer than expected. You have prayed. You have believed. You have waited. And still the answer seems distant. Hear me clearly today. A delay is not a denial. Waiting does not mean I have abandoned you. Time does not weaken my promises. My word remains true whether fulfillment comes quickly or gradually. Trust my timing. There are things happening behind the scenes that you cannot yet see. There are doors being prepared. There are opportunities being arranged. There are connections being established. There are circumstances aligning. While you are focused on what has not happened yet, I am working on details you do not even know exist. That is why faith matters. Faith allows you to trust me before understanding arrives. Faith allows you to keep moving before evidence appears. Faith allows you to remain confident even when circumstances remain uncertain. And every time you choose faith over fear, you grow stronger. My child, stop speaking defeat over situations that I am still working on. Stop declaring failure before the story is finished. Stop assuming the worst when my hand is still moving. Your words matter. Your thoughts matter. Your expectations matter. Speak life. Speak hope. Speak faith. Speak gratitude. Not because you are ignoring reality, but because you trust me more than you trust appearances. There is power in maintaining hope when circumstances try to discourage you. There is strength in continuing to believe when others have stopped expecting. There is wisdom in trusting my promises when emotions fluctuate, and there is peace available to those who place their confidence in me. Today I want you to release every burden that has become too heavy. Release the burden of trying to control everything. Release the burden of trying to understand everything. Release the burden of carrying everyone's expectations. Release the burden of comparing your journey to others. You were never meant to carry those things. Give them to me. Let me carry what is too heavy for you. Let me strengthen what feels weak. Let me guide what feels uncertain. Let me heal what feels broken. You do not need to fight every battle by yourself. You do not need to solve every problem through your own effort. You do not need to carry every responsibility alone. I am your helper. I am your provider. I am your protector. I am your source of strength. And I have not brought you this far to leave you now. Look back for a moment and remember where you once were. Remember the battles you thought would destroy you. Remember the situations you thought you would never overcome. Remember the moments when you believed there was no way forward. Yet here you are, still standing, still growing, still moving forward. That was not an accident. That was my faithfulness. The same faithfulness that carried you then will carry you now. The same grace that sustained you before is sustaining you today. The same power that opened doors in the past can open doors again. Do not underestimate what I can do with one moment of favor, one unexpected opportunity, one divine connection, one answered prayer. Everything can change faster than you imagine. That is why I want you to keep believing, keep praying, keep learning, keep growing, keep trusting, because I am working even when you cannot see it. And when the breakthrough arrives, you will understand that I was present during every step of the journey. If this message strengthens your spirit today, type, "I trust God's timing," in the comments as your declaration of faith, and continue watching until the very end of this series. Every message is designed to help you overcome fear, develop stronger faith, make wiser decisions, and build a life rooted in peace and purpose. What you are learning here can help you navigate challenges, strengthen relationships, and walk confidently through every season of life. Remember this: the battle is real, but my power is greater. The challenge is difficult, but my grace is sufficient. The journey may be long, but I will walk it with you, and I will never leave your side. Listen carefully today, because many of you have been carrying a tiredness that goes deeper than physical exhaustion. Your body may be tired, but your heart is tired too. Your mind is tired. Your emotions are tired. You have been strong for so long that you no longer remember what it feels like to rest. You have carried responsibilities, worries, disappointments, and pressures until they have become heavy upon your soul. But today I want you to hear my voice clearly. I see your weariness. I see your effort. I see the battles you have fought in silence. I see the tears you never showed anyone. I see the prayers you prayed when nobody else knew you were struggling. And I tell you now, your strength is being renewed. You have believed the lie that you must carry everything yourself. You have believed the lie that asking for help is weakness. You have believed the lie that rest means failure. But none of those things come from me. Rest is not weakness. Rest is wisdom. Rest is trust. Rest is an act of faith. When you rest in me, you acknowledge that I am God and you are not. You acknowledge that my power is greater than your effort. You acknowledge that my wisdom exceeds your understanding. You acknowledge that I can do what you cannot do. Many of you are exhausted because you have been trying to solve problems that belong in my hands. You replay situations repeatedly. You worry about outcomes repeatedly. You analyze possibilities repeatedly. You carry burdens repeatedly. And each day the weight becomes heavier. Today I invite you to release those burdens. Release the burden of worrying about tomorrow. Release the burden of trying to control people. Release the burden of carrying guilt from yesterday. Release the burden of constantly proving yourself. Release the burden of believing Everything depends on you. It does not. I am working in ways you cannot see. I am opening doors you cannot yet recognize. I am arranging circumstances you do not yet understand. I am preparing blessings you have not yet imagined. While you are worrying about what might happen, I am already present in your tomorrow. Nothing surprises me. Nothing overwhelms me. Nothing causes me anxiety. And because you belong to me, I want you to learn how to live from a place of trust instead of fear. My child, some of your greatest breakthroughs will come when you stop striving and start trusting. There is a difference between effort and anxiety. Effort moves forward with faith. Anxiety moves forward with fear. Effort does what it can and trusts me with the rest. Anxiety tries to control everything. I'm calling you into a new level of trust. Trust me with your future. Trust me with your family. Trust me with your health. Trust me with your finances. Trust me with your unanswered questions. Trust me with the areas where you feel uncertain. I have never lost control, not once. Even during your most difficult moments, my hand remained upon your life. Even during your darkest nights, my presence remained beside you. Even when you felt alone, I was there. Even when you doubted, I remained faithful. My faithfulness is not dependent upon your feelings. My promises are not dependent upon your emotions. My love is not dependent upon your performance. I love you because you are mine. And because you are mine, I want you to stop living under constant pressure. The pressure to be perfect. The pressure to have all the answers. The pressure to please everyone. The pressure to never make mistakes. Those pressures are crushing your peace. Let them go. Perfection was never your assignment. Faithfulness is your assignment. Obedience is your assignment. Trust is your assignment. Leave the results to me. Some of you have become discouraged because progress seems slow. You expected healing faster. You expected answers sooner. You expected doors to open already. You expected circumstances to change by now. But remember this, slow progress is still progress. A seed does not become a tree overnight. Growth takes time. Strength takes time. Wisdom takes time. Maturity takes time. And many of the blessings I am preparing require preparation within you before they can be trusted to you. Do not become impatient with the process. I know exactly where you are. I know exactly what you need. I know exactly when to act. Nothing about your life is random. Nothing about your journey is accidental. Nothing about your future is uncertain to me. Today, I want you to stop measuring your life according to what is missing. Instead, begin noticing what I have already done. Notice the prayers I have answered. Notice the protection I have provided. Notice the lessons you have learned. Notice the strength you have gained. Notice the growth that has taken place. Gratitude will change the way you see your life. Gratitude reminds you that my goodness has been present even during difficult seasons, and as gratitude grows, peace grows. As peace grows, faith grows. As faith grows, confidence grows. And as confidence grows, you become stronger. Today I declare renewal over your life. Renewal in your spirit. Renewal in your thinking. Renewal in your emotions. Renewal in your strength. Renewal in your hope. The season of constant exhaustion will not define you forever. The season of discouragement will not define you forever. The season of struggle will not define you forever. I am leading you into greater peace. I am leading you into greater stability. I am leading you into greater confidence. I am leading you into greater trust. And I will complete the work I have begun in you. If this message speaks directly to your heart today, type, "God is renewing my strength," in the comments as your declaration of faith. And if these words have encouraged you, take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who may need hope today. If you feel blessed by these messages and happy with the words I am speaking into your life, you can also support this ministry through the link below. Your support helps bring encouragement, healing, peace, and faith to people around the world who need to hear my truth. Most importantly, stay until the end of this journey. The lessons ahead will help you strengthen your faith, overcome fear, develop wisdom, and walk in greater victory in your daily life. What you learn can become a foundation that supports you through every season that lies ahead. I am restoring your strength. I am renewing your hope. I am carrying your burdens. And I am teaching you how to rest in my love. Listen carefully, because many of you are allowing fear to steal blessings that have not even arrived yet. You are worried about tomorrow before tomorrow comes. You are carrying concerns about situations that may never happen. You are allowing imagined battles to drain the strength you need for today's journey. But today, I am calling you into freedom. I did not create you to live as a prisoner of fear. I did not create you to spend your life expecting disappointment. I did not create you to wake each morning with anxiety about the future. I created you to walk by faith. I created you to trust my guidance. I created you to live with confidence in my care. Many of you have become so focused on what could go wrong that you no longer recognize all the ways I am working things for your good. Fear has become a lens through which you view your life. Fear has influenced your decisions. Fear has shaped your expectations. Fear has stolen your peace. But fear was never meant to lead you. I am meant to lead you. Fear says, "What if everything falls apart?" I say, "What if I bring everything together?" Fear says, "What if you fail?" I say, "What if you succeed beyond what you imagined?" Fear says, "What if the door closes?" I say, "What if I open a better door?" Fear says, "What if nobody helps you?" I say, "What if I send exactly the right people at exactly the right time?" The voice you listen to will influence the direction you travel. That is why I want you to listen to my voice above every other voice. There will always be negative opinions. There will always be discouraging reports. There will always be people who focus on problems instead of possibilities. But my truth remains unchanged. I am still your provider. I am still your protector. I am still your healer. I am still your guide. And I am still working on your behalf. My child, some of the greatest blessings in your future are waiting on the other side of your courage, not the absence of fear. Courage. Courage is not pretending fear does not exist. Courage is choosing to trust me despite fear. Courage is taking the next step, even when you do not have every answer. Courage is believing my promises even when circumstances seem uncertain. Some of you have delayed opportunities because fear convinced you to wait. Some have postponed dreams because fear convinced you that you were not ready. Some have stayed in places I was calling you out of because fear felt safer than faith. But today I am inviting you to move forward. Take the next step. Pray the next prayer. Trust me with the next decision. You do not need to see the entire path. You only need enough light for the next step. That is how faith grows. Faith grows through obedience. Faith grows through trust. Faith grows through movement. If I revealed every detail of your future today, you would not need faith. But faith creates a relationship of trust between us. That is why I often guide one step at a time. I want you to know me, not merely know the plan. Many of you are asking me for certainty, but I am offering you my presence. And my presence is greater than certainty. Because circumstances can change, plans can change, people can change. But I never change. My faithfulness remains constant. My love remains constant. My promises remain constant. My power remains constant. Today I want you to stop rehearsing worst-case scenarios. Stop imagining failure before you begin. Stop assuming disappointment before the outcome arrives. Stop expecting rejection before the answer comes. You are creating emotional battles that were never assigned to you. Instead, begin expecting my goodness. Expect my favor. Expect my guidance. Expect my wisdom. Expect my provision. Not because life will always be easy, but because I will always be with you. The future you fear is already known to me. Every challenge, every opportunity, every blessing, every lesson. I've already gone before you. Nothing in your tomorrow can surprise the God who created time itself. So why carry what I already hold? Why fear what I already know? Why worry about what I'm already working on? Trust me. Trust me when the path feels uncertain. Trust me when answers seem delayed. Trust me when emotions fluctuate. Trust me when circumstances change. Trust me when progress feels slow. Trust me when the outcome remains unseen. Because I am faithful. Not sometimes, always. And when you look back years from now, you will discover that many of the things you feared never happened. You will realize that I protected you in ways you never recognized. You will understand that I guided you through situations that once seemed impossible. You will see my hand, you will see my wisdom, you will see my faithfulness, and you will understand that I was carrying you even when you felt weak. Today I declare freedom over your mind, freedom from constant worry, freedom from fear of failure, freedom from fear of rejection, freedom from fear of the future, freedom from fear of what others think, freedom from fear of what may never happen. I am replacing fear with faith. I am replacing anxiety with peace. I am replacing uncertainty with trust. I am replacing confusion with clarity. I am replacing heaviness with hope. If this message is speaking directly into your life, type, "I choose faith over fear," in the comments as your declaration today, and continue watching until the very end of this series. The truths you are learning here can help you build a stronger mindset, deepen your relationship with me, overcome spiritual obstacles, and develop the confidence needed to walk boldly into your purpose. Every lesson is designed to help you apply faith in practical ways that can transform your everyday life. Remember this, your future is not in the hands of fear. Your future is in my hands. And my hands have never failed those who trust me. I am leading you forward. I am making a way, and I will be with you every step of the journey. Listen carefully, because there are many listening to my voice today who have lost more than they admit. Some have lost peace. Some have lost confidence. Some have lost joy. Some have lost hope. Some have lost opportunities. Some have lost relationships. Some have lost years carrying burdens that were never meant to define them. But hear me clearly. Loss is not the end of your story. Pain is not the author of your future. Disappointment is not your identity, and failure is not your destiny. I am the God of restoration. I restore what fear tried to steal. I restore what discouragement tried to bury. I restore what disappointment tried to destroy. I restore what sorrow tried to erase. Nothing is beyond my ability to restore. Many of you have become accustomed to living beneath the level of peace I desire for you. You have adjusted to carrying anxiety. You have adjusted to expecting disappointment. You have adjusted to surviving instead of truly living. But I did not create you merely to survive. I created you to live. I created you to grow. I created you to flourish. I created you to walk confidently in the purpose I prepared for you. Today I want you to stop defining yourself by what happened to you. You are not your mistakes. You are not your wounds. You are not your losses. You are not your setbacks. You are not your disappointments. You are not the labels others placed upon you. You are not the fears that sometimes visit your thoughts. They are life principles that can guide your decisions, strengthen your relationships, improve your mindset, and help you walk confidently through every season ahead. Remember this, your breakthrough does not begin when circumstances change. Your breakthrough begins when your thinking changes. And I am renewing your mind so that you can step into everything I have prepared for you. I am guiding you. I am teaching you. I am strengthening you. And your future is brighter than you realize. Listen carefully, because this is not the end of your journey. This is the beginning of a new season. Many of you started listening while carrying fear. Many of you arrived carrying uncertainty, exhaustion, disappointment, or questions about the future. Some of you came searching for hope. Some came searching for healing. Some came searching for direction. Some came searching for peace. And today, I want you to hear my voice one more time. You are not leaving this journey the same way you entered it. Something has been changing inside you. Your faith has been growing. Your understanding has been expanding. Your confidence has been strengthening. Your hope has been rising. And now it is time to walk forward with confidence. Too many people spend their lives waiting for perfect circumstances before they move forward. They tell themselves they will trust once they have all the answers. They tell themselves they will have peace once every problem disappears. They tell themselves they will believe once everything makes sense. But that is not faith. Faith moves forward before understanding arrives. Faith trusts before evidence appears. Faith obeys before certainty exists. Faith chooses confidence because it trusts the one who is leading the way. That is why I am calling you to move forward today. Move forward with confidence. Move forward with courage. Move forward with hope. Move forward with trust. Not because the road will always be easy, but because I will always be with you. Many of you have spent years allowing fear to determine your decisions. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of disappointment, fear of loss, fear of uncertainty. But fear is a poor guide. Fear focuses on what could go wrong. I focus on what can go right. Fear magnifies obstacles. I reveal possibilities. Fear limits vision. I expand vision. Fear weakens courage. I strengthen courage. Today, I want you to stop giving fear authority over your future. Fear does not get the final word. Disappointment does not get the final word. Failure does not get the final word. Circumstances do not get the final word. I have the final word, and my word over your life is greater than every challenge standing before you. My child, there will still be days when questions arise. There will still be moments when uncertainty appears. There will still be seasons that require patience. There will still be situations that test your faith. But now, you know something important. You do not walk through those seasons alone. I am with you in every season. I am with you in every challenge. I am with you in every decision. I am with you in every battle. I am with you in every victory. Never forget that. There are people listening right now who have been waiting for permission to believe again, permission to dream again, permission to hope again, permission to expect good things again. Today I give you that permission. Hope again, believe again, pray again, trust again, dream again. Do not allow past experiences to limit future possibilities. Do not allow old disappointments to silence new expectations. Do not allow previous failures to define future opportunities. I am doing new things. I am opening new doors. I am creating new opportunities. I am preparing new blessings. Remain open to what I am doing. Remain attentive to my guidance. Remain faithful in the small things. Remain grateful in every season. Gratitude is one of the greatest protections for your heart. A grateful heart remembers my faithfulness. A grateful heart recognizes my goodness. A grateful heart sees blessings that fear often overlooks. That is why I want gratitude to become part of your daily life. Thank me for what I have done. Thank me for what I am doing. Thank me for what I will do. Thank me even before the answer arrives. Not because you understand everything, but because you trust me. As you move forward, continue applying the lessons you have learned. Choose faith over fear. Choose peace over anxiety. Choose gratitude over complaint. Choose hope over discouragement. Choose trust over control. Choose courage over hesitation. These choices may seem small, but they shape the direction of your life. A life built upon these principles becomes stronger. A heart built upon these principles becomes steadier. A mind built upon these principles becomes more peaceful. And a person built upon these principles becomes more effective in fulfilling their purpose. I also want you to remember, that your life is meant to encourage others. The strength you have gained can help someone else. The lessons you have learned can help someone else. The faith you have developed can inspire someone else. The testimony you are building can bring hope to someone else. Never underestimate the influence of a life that trusts me. Someone is watching your example. Someone is learning from your perseverance. Someone is drawing courage from your faithfulness. Continue walking faithfully. Continue growing spiritually. Continue seeking wisdom. Continue strengthening your relationship with me. And whenever challenges appear, remember everything I have taught you. Remember that I am with you. Remember that I am faithful. Remember that I am working. Remember that I am leading you. Remember that I have not forgotten you. Today I declare peace over your future, peace over your home, peace over your mind, peace over your relationships, peace over your decisions, peace over your journey. I declare confidence where fear once lived. I declare strength where weakness once existed. I declare hope where discouragement once ruled. I declare wisdom where confusion once lingered. I declare faith where doubt once spoke loudly. And I declare that your future remains secure in my hands. If this message has blessed you and you agree with what I have spoken into your life, type "I will walk by faith" in the comments as your declaration today. If these messages have encouraged your heart, strengthened your faith, and helped you grow closer to me, take a moment to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and share it with someone who needs hope and encouragement. If you feel happy and blessed by these words and would like to help this ministry continue reaching people around the world, you can support through the link provided below. Your support helps spread faith, peace, healing, wisdom, and encouragement to countless lives. And now, walk forward confidently. Walk forward peacefully. Walk forward faithfully. Walk forward courageously. Because I am your God. I am your protector. I am your provider. I am your guide. I am your strength. And wherever the road leads from here, remember this truth. You do not walk alone. I am with you, today, tomorrow, and always.